When you solve every other puzzle in the game, you will get the final 3 puzzles here in Layton's challenges. This is the Puzzle Keeper's house. And I'm actually going to do this puzzle first. Yes, that's right. I'm going to do the final puzzle first because it's the easiest out of the 3. Puzzle number 150, Back to the Chamber! It's the exact same thing as the final puzzle of the game proper. Your solution is going to be to hit this one 3 times, this one twice, and this one once. So I'll start off with the bottom left, and then just alternate between these 2. The rules of the puzzle say you can't step on the same switch twice in a row. This is a minor inconvenience, but it's not that difficult to work around.
How about this? Puzzles are made to be solved.
Puzzle number 148, Mummy's Revenge! We have 3 mummies! Oh dear. 3 mummies, 0 daddies, and they are out for revenge. To start with, what you want to do is go down twice to get yourself in a space that is safe and completely mummy-free. From here, you can work out your strategy. You've got a couple of strategies. You're limited because you have some blocks which are missing. I don't think there's an up and left block? Yeah, it doesn't look like there's one, or there's no up and right block. So what am I going to do? I am going to have to move a mummy somewhere. Let me wait for that mummy to go. Left, up, left and down. So I'm gonna want to move one of these cross pieces here to get this mummy in the upper corner. Wait for the mummy on the left to pass me by before making my dangerous move. Left, up, right. I'm gonna have to go up. No, that was not up, Herschel. I'm gonna go up and left, and the mummy's gonna be in the corner. Up, left, and down, I should say. Up, left, and down gets me a safety. Now the mummy is sort of in the corner there, and the mummy's going to be following along that track. So let's get another piece in here. Okay, we're gonna move this piece into the lineup. How's that? Up, up, left. That piece is in the lineup, and now this mummy is going to harmlessly fall into the pit. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Mr. Mummy. Now for the other 2 mummies. So it looks like this mummy is going along a track. Let's just try the same trick I did, except move it down a bit. That seems like it'd be good. So right, down, down, left, and up. Right, down, 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 left, left. Up and right. And now this mummy is going to be going down a little bit. Might want to move the mummy a little bit farther to the right, though. And it looks like the other mummy's just interfering, too. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second, Herschel. I'm getting a bit confused here. down, left, up. Perfect. Right, right, down, down, left and up. Okay, there we go. Now just, oh, I was gonna move down a couple of times to trap the mummy on the right so it wouldn't do this humongous trip all the way back to the left. I guess I'll have to do that now. So now that mummy is sort of stuck on the right. And I'm going to have to figure out a way to deal with this mummy. Down, left, that won't help. Basically, as you can see, the trick to this puzzle is simply just taking things slowly. Take it slowly and you'll do fine. Okay, up, up. There we go. Okay, there we go. Wait, the one mummy bumped the other mummy out of the way. Don't do that again, mummies. Please don't. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something about that. Here. Something's done about that. Perfect, perfect. Now, if only I could get that mummy on the same track, that would be beautiful, but I can't. Right, down, 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 good. And with just one mummy in place, this is just a piece of cake, right? This is a cakewalk. So let's start using the same strategy. Up, left, down, down, right, down, down, down. I'm still not good with these controls for this puzzle after all this time. Now I just want to move here. Up, up, up. Perfect. Okay, that's a solution. That's a solution.
I believe I have this one.
Good job, Herschel.
Solving puzzles is truly a pleasure.
So yes, with that puzzle, patience is your #1 ally. Just have patience. And now for the monster slider puzzle at the end of the game, puzzle number 149, from right to left. It's a more difficult variation of the slider puzzle in this game. This game did not have many slider puzzles, I'll be honest. Yeah, there was this one, and then there was the one at the Ferris wheel, and that was basically it. Okay. Solving this puzzle takes over 100 moves, which is a lot. So let me give you my general strategy. #1, this setup. You want to remember this setup, the opening position. We're going to duplicate that on the right to get this guy out of there. First though, we need a 2x2 block here in the exit just to get it out of the way. So move these 2 blocks here. Then you move this column left. You move this green guy left and up. Move these 2 blocks. You move these 2 blocks down and right. This block up. These blocks left. Green guy down and right. And now you duplicate the starting position. Starting position was this. Great, great. So, now I can move the 2x2 block to the exit. Now my next strategy is going to be something not like this. Let me try to get my pieces in place here. Something like this. I'm going to treat these 2 blocks as just one large 3x2 block. I'm going to treat these 3 blocks as one large 3x2 block. That's because we have this piece and this piece. Those are 3x2 blocks. So it's sort of simpler to think of things in terms of 3x2 blocks, because it will allow me to simply move those blocks in a counterclockwise fashion, just like this. Counterclockwise, 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 counterclockwise. Here's the tricky part, here's the tricky part. You're going to stop here once you have these things on top, all 4 of those. You can move pink and green down. Now continue moving things over in the counterclockwise fashion. Counterclockwise, 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 counterclockwise. And perfect, perfect. So once you have these 2 blocks in a column here, we'll forget about the left-hand side of the board. Pretend it doesn't exist. Our next step is going to be to get the green piece and the pink piece next to each other. They're going to actually make a row right over here on the left. So that's going to require a lot of trickery. And what you have to do is going to change depending on how your blocks were moved. That's why I'm saying this is a general strategy rather than a strategy which always works. So let's see if I can figure out the trickery required to pull off this move. This up, this down. Well, that's not working. Down, go down, go down, thank you. I've got these 2 blocks side by side, which could help, perhaps. We'll try this. With those 2 blocks side by side, I can move those there, which means I can move this here, that there. Not as helpful as I imagined. I can move them like this, though, and move this here. And basically just play around, like I said, play around until you get the green and pink blocks next to each other. That's your goal, that's what you're looking for. There we go, so now they're next to each other, and I can perform a little bit of trickery to get them over here. Doesn't really matter which one is on top of each other. It could be pink on top or green on top. Doesn't really matter. So now that the left-hand side of the board is filled again, we are going to duplicate the starting position. Do you remember that? I hope you do. The starting position was this. I can move this guy out of here and move these 2 guys here. Perfect. So next I'm going to go back to my old trick of treating those things like 3x2 blocks, even though they totally aren't. So we're gonna have to disrupt these guys here. Let's pretend those are a 3x2 block. How's that? Yeah, that would be great. Okay, moving things counterclockwise. I guess you could also move them clockwise if you really want to. I'm going to want to get this block, this 3x2 thing on the left-hand side, just because it will give me more room to maneuver around with. You know, more blocks to play around with, more things to do. So now we're gonna have to do something crazy here. Actually, not too crazy. I'm gonna want to get these smaller blocks, these 2 smaller blocks, sort of apart from each other. So it's gonna look something like this. However, I want that to be on the left-hand side, so let's duplicate that pattern on the left-hand side, shall we? Tell you what, let's move these two things out of position for a bit. Just because they were sort of getting in the way. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now that I've got something like this, I believe I can move this block out of the way. Let's see if we can actually do this. Down. Let's see, so I'm gonna move this block down, right? So let's make a space here. I'm moving that block right and up. Oh, guess I'm not moving it down, I'm moving it up. Notice the guy on the top-hand screen, on the top screen, he is just going crazy. So because those two smaller blocks are far apart from each other, I can simply move things around like this. And get the final piece into position.
How about this? Puzzles are made to be solved.
And there are 6,000 Picarats in total in this game. Congratulations! You solved all 15 of Layton's challenges. You have solved every puzzle in the game! As a special reward, we get more profiles and artwork. And that's basically it.